The painting that I chose is called Washington Crosses the Delaware, and it was painted by the German artist Emmanuel Louet. The painting was finished in 1851, but there was an earlier version that was destroyed later during World War II. The painting was exhibited at a gallery in New York where it was bought for $10,000, and a little while later it was donated to the Metropolitan Museum of Art in 1897. It is an oil-painted canvas, and it is 12 feet by 5 inches by 21 feet and 3 inches. The painting shows George Washington and his men crossing the Delaware River on the night of Christmas to surprise attack the Hessians at Trenton, New Jersey, who had been hired by the British to fight for them. They were believed to be the best fighting force in the world. The Americans at the time had low morale and needed a victory to stay in the war. The attack was just what they needed. Show that they could beat the British and maybe win the war. I think the artist was trying to create a point of view that showed how heroic the Americans and Washington were to make such a bold attack, and also show how noble the Americans' fight for freedom was. Although there are some historical inaccuracies in the painting. For example, the flag that is shown in the painting wasn't made until about a year after the battle, and the boats were much bigger than the ones in the painting. Also, the ice in the river was not in little icebergs, and the size of the river at which they crossed was much narrower than in the picture. And when they were crossing, it was in the middle of the night, where the picture shows it at dawn. I picked this painting because I have always had an interest in this time period. Also, I feel that this was one of the most important events that happened during the Revolutionary War, and it's probably the most famous image of this time. As an American, I feel I have a connection to this painting because it shows an important moment in our history that allowed us a chance to win the war and become independent. If it did not happen, we probably would have lost the war.